If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Hughes. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lance. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Lawrence to throw. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On first down, it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Here's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 102 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. This is Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the option, a handoff to Carson. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And Lance going to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On play action, Lance. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. Akuebuna. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they'll run again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 54, come on.
Lance now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Here's Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lance looks to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Hughes. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hughes. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And Lance now to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete.
Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And Lance will try again on second down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Seahawks on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll run on first down. Hughes.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down and 4. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hughes. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stewart. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Darrell Taylor
just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. To try again after the sack. Lance. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And